2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, and we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. It's Western Conference versus Eastern Conference here in Dallas, Texas, where the Mavericks will try to protect home court. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Cunningham on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Brown. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Oh, nice speed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Pass to Booker. Cunningham on the wing. Sabonis grabs the ball.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now here's Curry. Screen by Sabonis. To the right side. Good on the triple.
Well, Sabonis knows he has the green light to take those shots. He's so dangerous off the catch.
Outside, Jones. The Pistons working the ball around now. Back to Cunningham. Makes it off the glass.
Yep, and that's a confidence builder for Cunningham. Good to see him getting it done inside.
Curry looking it over. For 3, Ingram. And Sarr pulls it down. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham outside. Drives to the hoop. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
That's an aggressive play and a chance for Cunningham to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Now here's Curry. Outside, Sabonis. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Cunningham. And it's Ingram missing. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Booker. Cunningham right side. Can't hit from 12.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Brown with it. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, look, Brown has enough strength to finish through contact.
Pass to Cunningham. Score the basket is third after 5 shots.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Curry. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Booker outside. Hits it from 3-point range.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Brown. Pass to Ingram. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball after the basket by Detroit. Pass to Curry. Back to Sabonis. Over Sarr. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Niang. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now here's Brooks. Still without a basket. That's a 2 from Cunningham. The rebound by Niang. It's stolen by Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, look at him get up. Cade has some hops now.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Trailed by 3. Here's Rollins. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you know, Jovic has shot more threes as he's gotten more comfortable in the league.
Pass to Wiggins. Back to Melton. For the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Rollins. Pass to Murray. Here's Sasser. Six on the shot clock. And here is Murray. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Now Melton. Ivy on the wing. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Pass to Sasser. Here's Jovic. And stolen by Melton. Now Yabusele. They swipe it. Here's Murray up on top. Here's Rollins. Defended by Yabusele. Pass to Jovic. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in. And slam dunk by Rollins.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Mavericks trailed by 4. Pass to Sasser. Inside, Murray. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Yabusele. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Nance. Here's Rollins. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Floats one. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Pistons. And sadly, Jaden Ivey's 2025 season coach was cut short by injury.
Yeah, it was really too bad, Kevin, because he was having a great year and an improving year as the time went on. This guy's just getting better and better. Both his shooting is improving and his decision-making, and it was a shame he didn't get to see that through to the end.
Detroit leading by 8. Wiggins in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wiggins has got his first points in this one. Here's Rollins. Outside Beal. Shoots over Yabusele. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Beal. Now Sasser. Shot from free throw range. Booker pulls it in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Down low. Nice shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons. Here's Rollins. Pass to Nance. Now here's Beal. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Here's Ivey. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Pistons have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Here's Ivey. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. On the basket by Jones.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Kevin?
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Brooks outside. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ingram outside. Aston Yang. Outside Curry. This one for three. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 7 points.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now, here's Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Curry goes inside. It's tipped. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. Shoots. Brown's shot is off.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
They set the screen to the inside. Poke loose. Curry with the steal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
How about the elevation from Brown there? He really gets up quick to throw it down.
Here's Melton. Connects from three-point range. He's got 7.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Ingram wide open. And count it from 19 feet away.
Well, I can tell you as a coach, you've got a lot of confidence in Ingram taking that shot.
Pass to Brooks. And he banks in the layup. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Curry's shot is off. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Pass to Jones. Ingram with the steal. Here's Brown. And here's Sabonis.
I got him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. That one misses. And you talk about the best center in the league. Sabonis, certainly Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin. The second Sabonis. to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
Pocket 6. Here's Curry. Got a piece of it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
1:56 left in the first half.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Shot clock at 3. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Pass to Booker. Over Brown. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Mavericks trailed by 15. Now, Niang. Outside Curry. In the corner, it's Ingram. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Pass to Booker. Latrey. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Back to Curry. Now, here's Sabonis. Over Sarr. Cunningham outside. Can they get it? And Curry pulls it down. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Now here's Booker. Sarr the screen. On the wing, Brooks. All alone. The rebound by Niang.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Brown with it. Jones covering. And there's the drive. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
When Brown sees a lane, he doesn't hesitate. He attacks.
Pass to Jones. Now here's Brooks. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Cunningham. Over Curry. A second chance effort. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Pass to Ingram. Over Brooks. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Well, you know Ingram has such a good all-around game. No problem at all from that mid-range area.
Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Ingram outside. Back to Curry. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Niang. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Right at the free throw line. And Brown pulls it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Outside, Sabonis. Back to Curry. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pistons passing it around. Here's Booker. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Curry. Puts it up. Again, the Mavericks score.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Dallas with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Pass to Beal. Here's Jovic. Back to Beal. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And Jovic gets it to go. Jovic has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Mavs.
Outside, Beal. Lays it up and banks it in. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Back to Melton. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Rollins. Pass to Sasser for the lead. It doesn't go for him. Melton with the ball. Yabusele the screen. Melton feeling it out a bit. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Nance. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
Now here's Nance. He has yet to score.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Pistons making a change here. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Brooks outside. Pass to Booker. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Booker's got 9.
And that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
Here's Rollins. Here's Beal. Randale grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Devin Booker's focused on hooping and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Kevin, back to you.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Mavericks trailed by 5. It's Ingram on the wing. Pass to Jovic. Now Brown. Defended by Booker. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Finding the lane. And stolen by Booker. And now the Pistons fast break.
And with a good feel for the game, Booker sensed the right time to go for that steal.
And here is Curry. 13 points in the game. Curry glides his way inside.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Oh, trying for it. No good from Booker.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Jovic. 6 points for him. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Pass to Booker. It's rebounded by Jovic. The Mavericks trail. Now Curry. 18 points for him. For the lead, Ingram. Here's Brown. 3 pointers. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot on.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And here are the Mavericks now. They've got an 8-0 run. In the corner, it's Ingram. Takes a 3. Here's Garza. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. Here's Yabusele. Nice ball movement by Detroit. 6 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. Misses from short range.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. They have to be set up for success.
Here's Jovic. Kept alive. From past the arc. Out to Ingram. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Mavericks leading by 3. Beal taking his time here. Out to the right wing. Here's Niang. 5 to shoot. Here's Rollins. Wiggins with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
To the middle. Here's Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Aston Niang. Here's Rollins. Ivy defending. Outside Beal. Melton with the steal. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Yabusele touched it last.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Pass to Wiggins.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ivy. Beal with the block. To Rollins. Outside for Beal. A floater. It's good. And it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Offensive screen set. Pistons ball. Pistons substitution.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Booker. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Here's Jovic. Bucket is good. Jovic has got the lead up to 3 now for the man. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Dallas. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Nance outside. The shot by Curry, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dallas leading by 3. Pass to Brown. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Curry with it. And it's Melton with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 3. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Now Landale can't hit from in close. Pass to Brown. Curry on the wing. Over Ivy. Again, Curry missing. And it's Detroit's ball. And here's Melton. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Left side, Sabonis. The rebound by Yabusele. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Pistons trailing. Now here's Brooks. Booker outside.
I got to help outside.
Pass to Cunningham. Driving inside.
Yeah, the way that Cunningham knifes his way inside off the dribble, it's hard not to foul him on the move.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Back to Ingram. Pass to Curry. Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nance a screen. Down low. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And I like that play. Nance on the roll. Great athleticism. Tough to defend.
Brooks outside. Back to Cunningham. Ingram with the steal. One-on-one here. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's the 3. A putback. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Back to Curry. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Now Booker. Oh, Booker with the bounce.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Here's Brown. Now Sabonis. Tries the spin move, and it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Stephen Curry. Wow, Curry automatic from deep. And so Booker will bring it up for Detroit. Good! Lays it right in there.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Curry! The three doesn't go.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Ingram with the steal. Curry with... Now Brown. Now Sabonis. And he jams it in.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
.121 left in the fourth quarter. Booker. Shot up top. It's Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Brown. Curry fires. Outside Ingram. Puts up the three. The three goes down.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown with it. 4 on the clock. Takes the shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like...
You're bound to get what you deserve. Try and test that. You're bound to get served. Love's what I got. Don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Love is what I got. I said remember that. Love is what I got. I remember that. Love is what I got. I said remember that. Love is what I got. Why don't cry when my dog runs away? I have to pay. I don't get angry with my mom. When goes right to the it's all the same. Living with Louis Dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me.